The horses have had a break, or the riders have had a break, or I've got a young horse, or I've got an older horse that wants to be schooling. It's just a perfect grid to use for everybody. If your horse is a bit rattly in front, the grid will let you know what you ought to be doing. You're obviously getting a little bit forward and a little bit giving with your hands. If you're not quite as clean as you ought to be behind, then the grid will let you know. And if you put a little bit more leg on and get your balance of leg to hand right, you should pop through this grid cleanly. If your horse is particularly careless, it will let you know just how much more you ought to be doing to keep it clean. So hopefully we'll have an odd little rub that you can criticise, but not too many rubs to show that the horses are casual. They did the demo yesterday and they both went very well, so I'm looking for them to do just the same today. He looks as if he's bumping up to a bit of mischief to me. Just making sure that you're very straight with him. Think about keeping your weight into that outside stirrup. Well, he was copybook really. He changed lead over the first one just like Spotty, and then he changed back again. Come once more, please, Sarah. Absolutely spot on with the counter. Really nice. I suppose nice and straight down the middle, please, dear. You can see how easy it is as well for a rider's eye to be drawn to going in on the lower point. If you build this grid at home, you always want to have an odd number of elements. Little more leg, Sarah. Little more leg. He's obviously feeling this is all a bit beneath him today. You need a teeny bit more leg so that you can support him a touch more. Just a bit casual in front. And hold. Hold. But it was very nice here. It was interesting that he chose to jump the higher point, but it was very nice. Now, can we go the other way, please? And you need to know what to do about it. You need to be able to push. You want to keep the engine running, and then if the hind leg is working hard enough, everything else will fall into place. You've got something to gather up then. If you can't gather up, then you're not going to have enough spring and activity to do the job properly. Well, I don't think you could do that any better, Sarah. Well done. Now, Sarah, keep him on the bounce. Don't let him get too fast. Up, up. Perfect. Well done, dear. And now up. Now he's obviously finding this is all a bit easy for him, so we'll stick it up a peg. Going in a straight line. Might take 1 or 2 grids for the horse to recognise that it would be easy to go where it's pointed, but if it does cut him, he's going to find it very difficult. Absolutely lovely, Sarah. Lovely. Well done, dear. I don't think we'll ask him anymore. Just notice where Twilight lands and where he takes off on that non-jumping stride in the middle. Get a nice push. Well sat, Sarah. Now, Twilight was particularly lazy after the first fence, and he didn't put himself out because he's got a lot of jump. But it wasn't very comfortable, dear, was it? No, he did rather balloon in the air. Now, what you can see with it now, just push on, Sarah. Well, it was much tidier, but still a little lazy. But see, also, the pole will give you that split second longer to give him a good nudge with your heel when you land and push. That's better. Lovely jump. Well done. Now where it goes. Pole in the middle. No, pole in the middle for Spotty. We'll just not ask too much from him to start with. I knew Twilight wouldn't let me down and he'd do an uncomfortable jump. But I didn't expect to see you sailing all of it, Sarah. You really hit the nudge. Don't worry, Sarah. You know you can do it in one. Just try not to hurry. You need to gather the canter more into your outside rein and nudge him. Well ridden. It's always best to go on the stride that the course builders build for, but we'll come again. Now, when your horse does this off the corner, you need a little bit more leg and hold the outside rein. That's better. A bit more activity. Good girl. I thought it was very nice here. You do need that outside rein on the corner because you can see what he's trying to do. All the way around the turn, he's trying to lean in and not use his inside hind leg. That's better. Very good boy. Just a little off the first fence. Do you want to go again? Yeah, come on. Good canter, Sarah. Now hold it. Just gather it up a little more. And he actually did the stride in the middle with a little bit of Migliorelli. Now, you should notice as twilight goes down that his canter will improve. You've got to think about using this exercise as a real workout for your horse's steering. Nicely. Good girl. Keep pushing. Don't let it be lazy. Keep your leg on. And really hold your outside rein and kick him round the corner. Steady, steady, steady. One more diagonal, please. And steady. Lovely. And I wonder if you noticed that time that Twilight changed lead just in front of the jump in preparation for where he was going. When he did the big jump, and again this is something you can all practice at home, you can practice it with poles on the floor. And this time Sarah was just thinking about cutting in a little bit, doing it as a jump off turn, practicing, taking strides out. If you all want to look and count, you'll see that at the end of the loop, Sarah's been going around in about 8 or 9 strides, and I'm expecting her to reduce the number of strides she takes, but not go faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, very good. And just rest after this one then. Excellent. Now you can see how easy it is to do better in a jump off, not by going faster, but being a little better balanced when you land and turning so you jump your diagonal pole. Just feed your horse across, don't be too quick to go to the second fence. A little more push and push. Well done. And rest. Now you can see he thinks it's beneath him now to go steady. So I think we'll go switching to jump off those straight away. He went round on 9 strides at this end, so let's just ask him to turn a little bit shorter and we'll have a little bit more welly across the middle. I don't want him doing a longer stride, but I want a bit more bounce for the stride. And again, this is something you can all do at home. You can practice the bouncing bit and the quality of the canter. You've heard all the experts here today, Tim Stockdale, Ollie Town, and they've all said, and I agree with them, that the rhythm is, very good. The rhythm is the most important thing, because if you're on a strong rhythm, it gives your horse that opportunity to operate. Oh, lovely. Good girl. Push. And one more, please, Sarah. This is going to be so nice. Good girl. And you can see how proficient it makes your horse. The horses are starting to listen. Make sure you've got him out into your outside rein on the turn. If you let your horse lean in, he's not going to be so cooperative with the steering. And push, push. Keep hold. Whoops. Well done, clever boy. Slightly effective, I think, Sarah. Now, you were sitting at this end and you could see he slalomed across there, didn't he? It wasn't quite straight. And he sort of came out of the corner and said, you know, are you sure? And a little, I think actually, Sarah, it was just a teeny bit too short for him to come to where I sat and say, right, jump, jump. He sort of came out and he looked and then he sort of, well, he had no hesitation about doing it, but it could have been smoother. So we're looking to do a U-turn, straight line across the diagonal poles, and then a U-turn back to the upright, which he did a bit of a bunny hop. He didn't complain, but he says, you caught me by surprise. So push, push, lovely. Now, ride your line absolutely straight.
Nearly.
And again, feel the outside rein, push. Absolutely smashing. Couldn't be better. You were sitting in the right place. Was it a straight line? Straight line across there? Good. I didn't quite like to get behind him after he kicked his heel up at me yesterday, but it looked nice, dear. Very nice. Now, would you like to do it the other way, please? We'll see that he's ambidextrous and doesn't hang, I hope. Otherwise, he'll present us with another new set of things to work on. Now, pushing away. Nice and straight, please, Sarah. Push. Good girl. And push. Now, don't let him run. Keep pushing.
Oh, close.
He just turned without quite enough. I thought the line was perfect, and he was a little bit casual around the corner and went disunited. He just didn't quite make the best of turns. Come again, do it again, and just give him a bit more of a boot here. It just was done enough, and he just had perhaps he thought he might go back to Spotty's corner, but he's not going to yet. Just give him a little bit more welly on that turn so that the motor keeps running.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Push. That's better. And a nice canter away. Well done, dear. Well done. You see, that's how you do it all the time, Tim, if you tried harder. So it was super. I think, you know, he's just sort of finding this a little bit tight for him. And coming around the corner, he doesn't want to pay attention. He wants to look at the next fence and do, yeah, dear, I don't want Spotty Botty to do too much, but what I'd very much like to do